Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching my Week 2 discussion board for MPA 594. So a quick presentation overview. I'll discuss two concepts today. Max Weber's concept, bureaucracy concept, and the second concept will be efficiency and effectiveness by Leonard White. So looking at Max Weber's bureaucracy concept, it emphasizes a structured and rational form of organization based on hierarchy, rules, and specialization. And the key principles included a clear hierarchical structure, formal rules and regulations, division of labor, impersonality, and merit-based advancement. And we'll go ahead and examine these principles using a modern-day example of and how they were applied during the COVID-19 pandemic response by the CDC. So the CDC, examining these principles and how they were applied during the COVID-19 pandemic by the CDC, first we'll look at the hierarchical structure. So the CDC's response to the pandemic involved a clear chain of command from the federal government down to the state and local departments, and this ensured that the directives and information flowed efficiently and systematically. The formal rules and regulations, so they established formal guidelines and protocols for testing, social distancing, vaccinations, mask wearing, and these standards really ensured that there was a consistent response across various jurisdictions. Looking at division of labor, so there was different units within the CDC, and they were specialized for various aspects of the response, such as epidemiology, data analysis, and public communication. And this allowed for expert handling of all of these complex tasks. And then impersonality. And these were decisions that were made based off scientific data rather than personal or political considerations. And they aimed to for an objective and equitable public health measure. Then merit-based advancement. So the CDC's personnel involved in the pandemic response were selected and promoted based off their expertise and qualifications, ensuring that the most capable individual led those critical initiatives. So overall, Weber's principles of bureaucracy provided a structured and efficient framework for managing the public health crisis, and the clear hierarchy, formal rules, and specialization enabled a coordinated and effective response to this complex and rapidly evolving situation. So let's go ahead and look at Leonard White. So his 1926 work, Introduction to the Study of Public Administration, really established public administration as a distinct academic discipline, and with a focus on efficiency, effectiveness, and professionalism. And he advocated for scientific management principles, private sector-based practices, and key administrative principles like planning and coordination. And then he also emphasized the essential role of public administration in supporting democratic governance, which significantly influenced its study and practice in the U.S. However, looking at the principle of efficiency and effectiveness, especially emphasizing applying scientific management principles, really could be updated. And we'll look at a modern day situation to evaluate this specific principle. So the modern day situation I chose is environmental policy and climate change situation. And the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, plays a crucial role in regulating and enforcing environmental policies to protect health and the environment. And traditionally, the EPA's efficiency and effectiveness measure focus on regulatory compliance, cost-benefit analysis, and a streamlined processes. However, modern-day environmental issues such as climate change require efficient administration and innovative, adaptive, and really participatory approaches. And climate change impacts are complex and interconnected nature demands more than just the traditional efficiency metrics. So the principle in efficiency must incorporate sustainability, which these policies and actions should prioritize that long-term environmental sustainability over the short term. Adaptability, so the administrative process must be flexible and responsive to emerging scientific evidence and changing environmental conditions, and public engagement. So the policy would require a lot of active involvement and collaboration with stakeholders, which would include communities and businesses and non-government organizations. So updating the concept of efficiency and effectiveness to include sustainability, adaptability, and public engagement can really enhance the EPA's ability to address complex environmental challenges. And this holistic approach can ensure that the environmental policy are more effective and efficient, but also equitable, resilient, and inclusive. So thank you very much. That concludes my presentation. I look forward to watching yours.